This is a story from one of the network marketing coaching events I was at. So I was part of multi-level marketing, network marketing for 5 years. And I took like additional coaching as well. So I don't even know if you're familiar with this, but this is where I'm coming at creating anti-MLM content. I'm speaking to people who are similar to how I was, looking for a safe space to start thinking. And I know when I first started taking a lot of anti-MLM content, I could see a lot of people saying, "They're so stupid. How could you be so dumb? These people deserve what they're doing. They're victims, but they're perpetrators, right?" And for sure, like I was a victim, I was also a perpetrator. I behaved obnoxiously. I did terrible things. I thought I was doing good things, but people, calling people stupid, or if people are stupid, they still don't deserve to be taken advantage of. It's not okay. And especially if you have any kind of disability, you have a developmental disability, learning disability, that doesn't make it okay for someone to take advantage of you. Saying somebody is greedy, it's just, it doesn't make it okay. It's just more of like a differentiating factor. I think that people want to say that would never happen to me. I would never be so stupid as to get sucked into a multi-level marketing company or a pyramid scheme, which they're cults. These are commercial cults, but they're cults. So when I'm telling stories, where I'm creating content, I'm speaking to like myself and friends that are still within network marketing, using kind of language and examples that we're familiar with. And it's hard. It's hard to lead with compassion because you also have to set boundaries. And my goal in creating content on YouTube is I don't care about subscribers, and I'm not monetizing anything. I just don't give a shit. It's a hobby. I like playing around with this video thing. I like creating, and I don't see myself doing this forever, but where I'm at right now, I want to just add my voice and maybe help some people out. So I'm going to tell you this story, and I want to give you a little bit of a warning. It's pretty intense. So if you're in a place right now where you're like, oh, there's so much going on, I do not need more intensity right now, it's going to elicit a strong emotional reaction. I don't know if it's a real story or not, but it was a story that was used to get us to purchase more coaching. The reason why I'm going to tell you this story and how it was set up is because this is like an example of the emotional manipulation that multi-level marketing companies and coaches use. This is why we overshare. This is why. So again, I'm just trigger warning. I'm going to be speaking about a couple of heavy topics. So please, this might not be the video to watch. I'm not going to go like super in depth, but like my dad passed away last year, and I was still within multi-level marketing. And at the time I had a business page, and I remember posting on my business page, I'm not proud of this, oh, what shampoo could I use to help me prevent hair loss? Because I know I'm going to lose hair because I'm grieving over my dad. Now, I know on the outside of this, people say that behavior, it's atrocious. How could you do that? How could you use your father's death like that? But I'm telling you, when you're in it, you don't see that what you're doing is wrong. I didn't feel like, I felt kind of like a little bit weird because I had started to question things, but I honestly believed I was doing the right thing. And I don't know if you're going to believe that. I don't know if a lot of people will believe that. But these are the conversations we need to have, because when you're in these commercial cults, you truly believe that you are, helping people. You believe that this is the way you run a business, that you're not exploiting, tragedy to sell a product. You don't believe you're doing that. And that's the biggest I don't know why I'm doing that lately. It's like, that's the biggest mind fuck of it all. So when you come out of this, like when I came out of this, like you've got to deal with that too. So you're like, I was used. I believed I was doing good and I was behaving like this. I'm repulsed by my behavior, but yet still within my body, I feel what it was like. I still remember those feelings, the belief of when I really believed I was doing good. And I also have it within me right now, like how repulsed and gross that behavior is and how wrong it is. It's really fucking weird. So if you're still here, I'm going to tell you this story. So I think this was in, I don't know when it was in actually. It might have been 2019. I went to Florida for this event. So now if you know anything about multi-level marketing, they have conventions every year, conferences. And so I would go to those like as well, but this was in addition to, this is like for coaching, like you're going to get, you're going to learn like the right ways to create content and to prospect people and to build culture. So one of the speakers at this event tells this story about the stay stuck story. And I did live videos on this afterwards. I told this for about 5 years because it impacted me so much. There's that word impact. And so you're going to see the emotional manipulation. And it was done to help sell the coaching of this group, in my opinion. And I did purchase the coaching. I got sucked right in. Like, all these, it's never going to happen to me. It happened to me. Every single thing happened to me. I got in, I started to, I paid for the membership, month by month. And then I took other courses, and then I got paying for the coaching, which was $800 US a month. That's on top of just my regular multi-level marketing company. So anyway, so the speaker gets on stage. Let's get to the story already. And he says, this is why it's so important to have coaching, and why you always need to have somebody that sees things from the outside that can, give you some perspective. So he said, and I don't know if this story is true or not. He said there was a friend of his whose father had been kidnapped. This is so fucked up, me telling this story now. Because I remember at the time sitting in the audience and I'm like, what? I'm taking notes. Oh, okay. It's painful for me, Anyway, and the father was kidnapped and he was put in this trunk of this vehicle and he was trying to get out. And apparently, according to this story, the kidnapper is driving the dad around and around, right? And the dad had poked his hand out. I don't know whether it was the tail light or something. And he had been trying to unlatch. It can't be the taillight. I don't know. I don't remember the exact details. It doesn't matter, but because this is the emotional imprint or the emotional manipulation that's left. And he wasn't unable to escape. And then the kidnapper murdered him. And so then it was the friends, some friend or something, they said, can I see the son asked afterwards, can I see where my dad died? So they take him to the vehicle. I don't know where this vehicle is. This story is so fucking weird. Me telling it, I haven't talked about this since I've left multi-level marketing. It's just hearing myself say it is messed up. So they take the friend, whoever, to see this vehicle where the dad supposedly died in. And they had shown, he had stuck his hand out here trying to escape, but couldn't do it in time. And they had realized, here's the reason why you need coaching. Is because the way he had been sticking his hand out. I don't know how they determined this. He kept missing this latch. But if he had only had someone guide him and tell him, all you need to do is move your hand, 2 inches to the left and up, and he would have opened the trunk and he would have been able to escape. So this is how they market. This is how they prey on people's vulnerabilities. They link it's this life and death feeling with this emotional story. And you're like, I need to get this coaching. You're not thinking. It's not logical thinking. When I was in especially when I was at this event, I mean, you don't have a lot of sleep. You're not eating a lot. It goes all day, well into the night. You're just drinking coffee like I am now, but you're surrounded by other people that use elements of social psychology. You don't have a chance. You don't have a chance at these things. And I had read somewhere, somebody had said logic didn't get you in and logic isn't going to get you out. But logic did get me out. So I guess that's a shit example. Anyway, that's the story. And I felt like I needed to share that to give you a little bit of insight as to what people within multi-level marketing, network marketing are experiencing. They're not all dumb and stupid and selfish, and they really believe that they're doing the right thing. It's very easy to point the finger and make examples of people, it's not going to get them to listen. It's not going to get them to change. If anything, because it's a cult, it's going to drive people deeper in. So it's really hard to speak about these things because you want to draw attention to this behavior that's going on, but ultimately you want these people to start critically thinking, to just start thinking, ask questions and start pointing out contradictions and being like, this is fucked up. How do you think this is okay to stand in front of a crowd and tell this story that who knows if it's even real, where somebody is murdered in the trunk of a car, and if only they had coaching, and then it's like, go to the back of the tables and we're signing up now, 25% off today only if you sign up for 6 months coaching. Like, it's fucking dark, So thank you for watching. That's all I got today. This is my second video I've done on YouTube. I like to kind of play around. I like to create, and sometimes I swear and sometimes I don't. But I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye. And sorry, I forgot to explain a bit further about stay stuck story. That's kind of what the speaker said over and over at the end. You can choose to stay stuck in this story. You don't have to ask for help. You don't have to get additional coaching. You can choose to stay stuck. So that's what that was about. So as I'm healing, as I'm remembering things and piecing them together, it's not linear. It's kind of all over the place. So I hope that helps you out. Now this is for real. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.